Hello and welcome to the online library project. My name is Kristina Cernei and I am a teacher at Public Institution Theoretical IC Ministerul Chisinau. Today, we shall focus on Unit 5, Lesson 2, Part 1, Watching the Box. At this lesson, we are going to give it a second thought to how much we actually spend on binge-watching TV. John Mason has stated that some television programs are so much chewing gum for the eyes. Why do you think TV programs would be associated with chewing gum? How often do you watch TV? What about your parents and grandparents? Do you think watching too much TV can damage one's values and standards? Nowadays, the TV has become an influence to a great extent on our decision-making processes. Here are some questions for you to think about. Does the presence of TV cameras sometimes create news? Can demonstrations become riots because the demonstrators know they are being filmed? How independent is TV news? When there's war, should governments have the right to censor news to protect national security? Is every report in the bulletin fair? Are both sides of every story Is every report in the bulletin fair? Are both sides of every story fairly, equally, and accurately represented? Which are the most important stories? What matters more, an earthquake or an election? A plane crash or a politician's speech? Now that you have had your time reflecting on the presence of TV in your lives, you're going to take What You Watch is What You Are quiz to find out a lot about your inner yourself. Now that you have had your time reflecting on the presence of TV in your lives, you're going to take What You Watch is What You Are quiz to find out a lot about your inner you. Tick the numbers of the statements you feel you can apply to yourself. Be honest. There are no right or wrong answers. Your final score matters to no one but you. If you have a family member who would want to take part in this test, you will have even more fun. So let's start. I like to settle down to the soaps with a box of chocolates or a snack to keep me company. No matter what I'm watching, when it gets to a certain point in the evening, my eyes glaze over. 3. I like to watch the credits at the end of programs because I'm interested in how TV shows are put together. Number 4. I dislike being interrupted while watching my favorite programs. Number 6. Watching late-night TV is the easiest way for me to get off to sleep. Number 7. When watching documentaries, I always keep a pen and paper handy so I can jot down the interesting facts. Number 8. I love to watch TV in bed and often fall asleep while it's still on. Number 9. I like to time my evening meal between the programs I wish to see. Number 10. I look forward to the return of my favorite series. Number 11. Documentaries are my favorite sort of program and I may remember them for months afterwards. Number 12. I like to flick between the sports programs on Saturday afternoons so that I see as much action as possible. Number 13. I often find myself daydreaming during programs and have to ask someone else to bring me up to date with the plot. Number 14. Watching a thriller late at night can have me jumping at the tiniest noise in the house. Number 15. When watching a debate or audience discussion, I often work out what I'd say if I had the chance. Number 16. I'm annoyed when my favorite programs are shown at the same time on different channels. Number 17. I prefer short programs or quiz programs to those where I have to concentrate for a long time. Number 18. When I watch a travel or holiday program, I'm transported into another world and feel I'm actually there. Number 19. I usually send off for fact packs or leaflets if they are advertised in conjunction with particular TV programs. Number 20. I usually have the television on in the background while I do jobs around the house. Number 21. I read as much as I can about the actors and their roles in the series I follow. Number 22. Westerns are the only thing I really enjoy because they remove me completely from ordinary life. Number 23. Social and political programs give me great insight into current affairs. Number 24. I often bring work home with me and finish it off while watching TV. Number 25. I prefer to watch snooker or darts to boxing or football. Number 26. I enjoy watching TV with my friends. Number 27. I am addicted to health and family programs. Number 28. I'll do anything to make sure I don't miss my favorite cereal. Number 29. Thrillers and crime programs set my imagination running. Number 30. A comedy program that really gives me a thoroughly good laugh always leaves me feeling much more relaxed. Number 31. I watch a lot of quiz shows and panel games to try to increase my general knowledge. Number 32. People are often amazed that I can follow a television program and have a conversation at the same time. Now you are going to count your points, and the moment you decide which are your highest and lowest scoring letters, you are going to see the results. So if you have ticked number 1, 4, 10, 14, 18, 21, 22, and 29, mark each with E. If you have ticked 2, 6, 8, 13, 17, 25, 26, and 30, mark each with R. If you have ticked 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, 31, mark each with L. If you have ticked 5, 9, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, mark each with J. Please add up the number of ticks for each of the letters. Decide which are your highest and lowest scoring letters. If you have scored between 5 and 8, then many TV characters must seem like old friends and relations. You tend to want escape from everyday life and join the fictional world of television. This may indicate that you neglect some areas of your social life in favor of the ready-made world of telly. This could be because you are shy and lack the will to confront your problems. Try to mix more with the other people, consider joining a club, and put your energy into getting out and about. And don't worry, it won't stop you from enjoying the telly when you do watch. If you scored between land 4, you are showing a hint of laziness. You probably think nothing of lying back in your comfy chair and watching TV while someone else does the work. You are a fairly passive spectator, but you should guard against getting too involved in the emotions of the characters on the screen. The relaxer. If you scored between 5 and 8, it probably means your average day is quite exhausting and that there is nothing you love more than flaking out in front of the box. There is nothing wrong with that in moderation. But if you find you do nothing but flop in front of the screen night after night, then you'll probably also find you are becoming unpopular with those you live with. Don't sit glued to the screen. Before bed, take a nice hot bath, persuade your relative to give you a massage, and do some deep breathing exercises. If you scored between 1 and 4, you also use TV to relax and probably find that up to an hour of relaxing in front of a good program does the trick. Tremendous! Keep doing just that. The learner. If you scored between 5 and 8, then you certainly see TV as a way of increasing your world knowledge. You seem to have a desire to improve yourself. Does a course or evening class appeal? If you scored between 1 and 4, you have a balanced approach to viewing, realizing that it is a source of information, but only one of many. The juggler. If you scored between 5 and 8, you probably infuriate your family by trying to watch 3 programs at once, switching between them to find out what's going on and missing the crucial part in another. This behavior shows you have a flexible mind, but it could also mean you can't relax. If you scored 1 and 4, then you probably like to have several things on the go. You probably watch TV while doing something else, and the commercial breaks probably find you rushing off to get jobs done. You don't like wasting time, that's for sure. How accurate do you feel the analysis of your personality is? Once you have completed the quiz and agreed or disagreed on its accuracy, let's think of some other TV-related questions. Do you think that binge watching makes people lazy? Do you think TV prevents people from communicating? What do you think of TV shows that are designed to discover talents? What do you think about reality shows? Does violence on TV influence some young people to engage in violent behavior? Is television one of the best inventions of all times? And now it is reflection time. Spend some reflection time on the statement by John Mason Brown. Some television programs are so much chewing gum for the eyes. Write a 70 to 80 words paragraph on this statement. Good luck!